Also, I don't know why, but for some reason the one on the right kind of looks like a uterus to me.
She hates both of them.
Yeah, I really don't like either of them, to be honest.
It is time to finally settle the debate. Which covers are the best, US or UK covers? And today I brought a very special guest who is an artist who has sold lots of different art and who's also conveniently also my wife, and that is Susanna.
I don't know if I've sold lots, but thanks.
For the early subscribers, you might remember from this video maybe 4 months ago, and yeah, I brought her back. It seems like most people do agree that UK covers are the best, but today I brought an artist to really settle that debate. So how will this work? Well, we'll have two separate scores, one score for me and one score for Susanna to see if we agree. And also, Susanna, she actually doesn't know which are the US and which are the UK covers, so that'll be very interesting to see. So without further ado, let's start this. Sorry for interrupting the video. I had to cut off some of our reactions out of this video because the video was just way too long. But if you wanted to see us react to The Blade itself, Fairy Tail and Skyward, then you can access that on my Patreon. Also, my Patreon gives you access to an exclusive Patreon video once a month. You get your name in this video like these guys. Thank you so much, guys. And it also just helps support me lots. Alright, let's start with the first cover, The Way of Kings. So, which cover do you like more?
I think the book-wise, the one that has lots of white is a bit more sort of clean looking. I mean, if I was to have a painting, then I think the other one is quite grander. But as a book cover, I'd say the one with sort of a lot of white. Well, that's very interesting. I am a huge sucker for white covers, but in this case, I actually prefer the color version much more, which is actually the US cover. So we disagree on this one. Susanna gave 1 point to the UK cover. I give 1 point to the US cover. Alright, next one. The Grace of Kings by Ken Liu. There's no doubt in my mind which is my favorite cover here. Yeah, the one with, the wide shot of like the kingdom and you got the dragon in the background. The color scheme is just a lot nicer. I absolutely agree. I definitely think the vibrant colors work much better, but the other cover isn't bad. So the vibrant colored one is the UK cover and the black one is the US. So we both agree that the UK cover is better. She Who Became the Sun by Shelley Parker Chan. So this one's a bit more difficult to choose. I'm actually not even sure. I do like the one to my left. So you like this one on the left? Yeah, because it's almost got kind of like watercolor ink painting vibes, but also kind of lino printing. And I quite like that. I think it looks quite clean for a cover. The other one, there's a lot going on and it looks really cool. I don't know, I just quite like when a book cover is quite clean looking. So I actually own the UK cover and look at these edges. How stunning is that? Well, that doesn't look... So this is actually a special edition, so it looks slightly different. Yeah. I definitely think the cover on the left maybe matches the story a bit more, but I do love a dragon, so I'm going to go with the cover on the right. So once again, we both disagree. The cover on the left is the US cover, while the cover on the right is this is the UK one. Nevernight by Jay Kristoff. There's no doubt in my mind which one I prefer here. Oh, again, if I'm gonna go for the cleaner one, then it's gonna be the one to the right. That's also kind of got lino printing vibes going there, lots of detail. Whereas I think the other one looks more like a comic or manga. I mean, the other one's cool, but I feel like it looks more like a movie cover. Yeah. Rather than a book cover. Yeah, I mean, the UK cover, which is the one on the right, definitely beats the US cover in my opinion. The UK definitely gets both points in this case. Next up, The City of Brass. The one on the left for me. I'm just a bigger fan of the color schemes. I have just noticed a lot of the time, I really don't like books where the cover is a door. Very interesting. Well, I actually definitely agree with you on this one, which is the US covers. So the US definitely does have some really great covers. So well done, the US. Next up, Babel by R.F. Kuang. Yeah, I think I actually quite like the left one. I prefer that, sort of the detail of the tower. If I was the one who'd made the one to the right, I would have, because it's a ripped page kind of thing, I would have made the title a bit uneven. So it looks like it's like not printed neatly or something like that. I think the other one stands out more to the eye. Well, I definitely think both covers have very strong dark academia vibes, and I also do agree that the cover on the left, which is the US cover,
is the superior one. I just love that you see more art on that one. You see the birds, you see the whole tower. It's a bit more epic in scale, I suppose you could say. Next up, we have The Empire's Ruined by Brian Staveley. She hates both of them.
Yeah, I really don't like either of them, to be honest. I feel like in my teens, I would have chosen the one to the right. I would have thought, oh, that looks epic and cool. And the one to the left, I feel like it doesn't. I don't really know if it really gives me that much. So look, like I feel like these aren't the same book, to be honest.
Yeah, they're so different.
So I'm just gonna have to choose the one to the right, even though I'm not really a big fan of either. I mean, can I not give anyone a vote?
Well, I actually do own a physical copy. So I'm now definitely going to give it away. Which one is the UK one? What do you think looks better in real life?
Yeah, I mean, it does.
It's so chunky. Well, I actually also agree with this. This is the UK cover, and I also think that the US cover, so the cover on the right here, is slightly better. I mean, I usually find just like a sword, a mountain, it's quite generic, and when you have an epic fantasy book, I want to see fire or dragons or battles or something really cool, and just a sword is, I think, is quite boring actually. The Lies of Locke Lamora by Scott Lynch.
I'm not gonna lie, again, not a big fan of either, to be honest.
You're gonna trigger a lot of avid readers here.
Sorry. Yeah, I think my thing is that I think it looks like a historical drama to me, these covers. I don't know.
Well, I can cast my vote first while you're thinking. I think both of them are decent, but I maybe slightly prefer the cover on the right, where you have the text at the bottom, and then you have the art on the top, and you see a mysterious figure there, which is typical fantasy, and you see the city. I do prefer the one on the right, but I won't say if it's the UK or US cover.
I was thinking similar, although I'm not the biggest fan of like there being a change in colour. And then the text at the bottom. I think the figure gives more intrigue.
And I actually do own a physical copy. So the UK cover is
that one.
This one.
Okay, it looks a bit nicer in real life.
The UK wins. 2 points for the UK. Woohoo! American Gods by Neil Gaiman. You hate both of them.
I feel like I'm not gonna get many positive comments in this video.
I didn't make it easy for you, did I?
It's just gonna be like, what's wrong with Susanna? So the one on the left, American God, sounds very sort of whoa, majestic kind of thing, and amazing and awesome. And then you just see like a road and some thunder, and I'm kind of like, well,
what's going on?
is this Thor in here? I think the one on the right, like even though I actually think it's quite boring reading American Gods and then just seeing a tree. It's quite boring, but at least it's red and a bit more eye-catching.
I think both covers are quite bad, especially when you think this is such an iconic book. I do think the one on the left is slightly better. There's more art, there's a bit more intrigue. Just a red cover with a tree on it is just so boring, especially for a fantasy cover. So my vote goes for the one on the left, and the one on the left is the US cover, and you voted for the UK cover, the red one.
Yeah.
So 1 point each.
Next.
Moving on, we have Assassin's Apprentice, and I think the cover on the right is one of the worst fantasy covers I have ever seen. That's at least my opinion, but it'll be interesting to see what you say.
Oh my goodness. I don't even know what it looks like. Did you put these in here on purpose because you know something about me and you just want me to trigger people?
Oh, I love the cover on the left. Susanna, she knows which that is because I do own them. I own all the Realms of the Elderlings in the UK covers. So here we have the UK cover for Assassin's Apprentice. I personally love this minimalistic style. I think it really pops. It looks great for also the story, I think. And this is such an iconic series. It definitely deserves a cover that is at least quite beautiful. But the cover on the right, the US cover, is... I mean, that's almost a disgrace. Like, what is that? It looks so bad.
Yeah.
Do you agree with me on that one? Or
I agree. Yeah, I'm definitely choosing the one on the left. But yeah, I know I'm not the biggest fan of that design either, and I'm so sorry. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on what it is. I don't know if it's because I feel like there's too much going on, so it's fine. But sorry. but I'll choose the one on the left.
2 points for the UK. Whoop whoop. Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik. She hates both of them.
Why are the covers so crappy?
Oh.
I mean, the one on the right is nicer.
Mm.
But again, I think that looks like a romance drama.
I think the cover on the right is a better cover, but when it comes to being a fantasy book, I think the cover on the left is better.
Yeah.
There's like gold coins there, there's a mysterious figure on the left. It gives you a bit more intrigue, so for that reason, I would actually vote for the cover on the left. The one on the left is the US cover, but there is one other cover. I actually own this special edition of Spinning Silver, and this one is actually much nicer in my opinion.
Nicer.
So if this was the UK cover in this competition then, or this challenge, then this is definitely what I want, I think.
Next.
The Institute by Stephen King.
I think the one on the left, actually. I don't know if it's because the picture's not very clear, maybe. I feel like the Institute and what I see on the cover of the left makes more sense. Also, I don't know why, but for some reason the one on the right kind of looks like a uterus to me. I don't really know, but that's the first thing I sort of noticed.
I also agree. I think the cover on the left is better. So I also vote for the left one, which is the US cover.
Ooh.
So congratulations to... And the winner is apparently both. Well, the artist, my wife, she prefers UK covers, but surprisingly, I thought the US covers were better. I never did ever see that coming. So did that result surprise you? I definitely can say that there are quite a lot of great US covers compared to what most people think that UK always wins. So thank you so much for joining this video. Would you like to see a part 2 of this? Or do you have any other ideas for any couples videos you would like to see? We would love to hear your thoughts. And thank you again so much for watching. If you want to support what we do here, then make sure that you go and check out our Patreon.
Can I just put a side note? If I really didn't like a book that you really like the cover of, then please don't hate me. Thank you. Sorry.
I'm sure people will be nice. Alright, bye guys.